Hey guys, welcome back to iXoft Original, and on today's edition is going to be very awesome. Okay, so I got a message from one of my guys, one of my subscribers, and this was what he said. He said, "Nice video, sir. Waiting for FaceCam for this project." Okay, FaceCam is another feature my subscribers requested couple of months, or let's say weeks or days ago, and I promised them to do it for them. And I saw this message, this comment quite not long ago, and I saw it to be that it's very good for me to add that app. Okay, so before we get started, if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, official channel, which is iSoft Original. And on this channel, you're just gonna get a lot of things out here, and it's very interesting. A lot is very interesting. All right, so let's hop right into the video. I'm just going to show you the final project I did from my other source, and then the way we did it, the way we do it. We're just going to copy and paste the code, then we explain furthermore for you to understand. I'm very sorry I couldn't uploaded the source of the previous video in the description, but I promise I will be updating it today, or I will be updating it, so you do well to go back to the video and you check. Okay, we need some DLLs for this project, and the DLLs we need is gonna be so I'll just go to my bin folder, and you'll see that DLL, that is a forge video direct show, and then the a forge video. That is what we will be using to tackle the whole project today. So if you don't have it, don't worry, I'll be giving a link in the description below for you to download for free. Okay, so before we get started, let me quickly show you what I did finally. So this is what I have here. So I have this project. Okay, so this is not what I need, so let me quickly go to my project, and then yeah, so this is what I have here. I have successfully added a camera to the project, and that is what I want you to see. Okay, so as you can see here, I can record, right? But I have added another feature here called use camera, right? So when I take on use camera, it's gonna pop up this dialog for me, and it's gonna ask me to choose a particular camera which I want to use, right? And here too, it gives me the authority to choose within the video resolution I want to choose, right? Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to choose the 640 by 480p, right? So if there is a video input, it will be showing up here, but for this project, it's not supported. Okay, so I'll just click on OK, and as you can see, this is iSoft Original. Hi, I have the camera here, and it's fully customizable. You can place it anywhere from your screen, so I'll just place it right here. That is quite interesting. So I'll just click on Start, and this is also recording, and as you can see, I can do a lot of stuffs here. I can even open up my computer, and I can place it here. It's not gonna be on top of the camera, right? It's gonna be at the back of the camera, right? And that is another awesome feature I added so far. Okay, so I'll quickly stop this, and I'll just go back to my camera, then I just untick this to hide the camera. All right, so when I click on play now, you will see that the camera is there and it's working perfectly fine. Okay guys, so I believe you've gotten the basic understanding, everything you need to get, everything you need to know, all is done, and I believe well, it's quite interesting, right? Okay, so let's hop right into the video. All right, so now this is my project, and this is what I did. So first thing first, I designed the camera view, right? I designed this camera view. So let's see how we will be able to design this camera view. Okay, so from here I will add a new form, and then I'll call this form camera, right? So based on this camera, I will then I would like to choose the show in taskbar is going to be false because I'll not be needing that. And then I would like to start in the center of my screen, and I would like to set the form border style to none for now. Then I will just copy. So I just want to I just want to copy and break everything down for you to understand. So I'll just copy this panel, that is the gradient panel, and I'll just paste it right here. Okay, good. So I really love this. This is a gradient panel. This is a gradient panel, and this is a normal panel, and this is a picture box, right guys? So this is just a normal picture box, as you can see here, picture box 1. So, and this is a normal panel. So I arranged it according to how I want it to suit my project. So from this section, I just from the camera section, I just resize the whole thing to be like this. Excellent. Excellent. So that is how I came across to get the whole window. And let's see something here. At the back end, we're gonna add up some codes right here, right? But before you do so, make sure you right click on your project, go to add, and then you add a reference, right? And the reference is going to be those 3 DLLs I was talking about. So just click on OK, and it will be added to your reference folder here. And this is quite interesting, guys. So from this section, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go to my project, my recent project. Then I'm just going to copy and paste it for you to understand more. Okay, so I'll just view the codes, and let's see from the top. I imported these three extensions here, so I'm just gonna copy that, and I'm just gonna go back to my project, and let's see what we have here. So from here, I'll just paste it right here. So I just said import. After adding the resource, then you come in and you say import aforge.video, aforge.video.direct show, and then you import system.io for responsiveness. Yeah, so from then I came back here, and then this is what I set up. I added some statements right here. Okay, so I declared some camera and then bitmap, right? So I'm just gonna copy that, and then I come back here, and I'm just gonna paste it in right here. So this is what I said: dim camera as video capture device, which is from this video, video.direct show DLL, right? And then I imported system.io. Okay, so now let's see what next. After that, I created a private sub right here, and I'm just gonna explain for you to get a better understanding so that we move forward. Okay, so from this section, I created a private sub, and then I gave it a name capture, right? So I added a sender as object and event arguments as new frame event arguments, right? And then I set BMP equals to direct cast, which is the event argument dot frame dot clone. So it's just going to clone the whole thing, and it's just going to read from the bitmap, right? So the picture box I have here, that is what I referred here. So the picture box 1 dot image equals to direct cast, and that is going to be the event argument, or let's say the event arg, and the frame, and then the clone, and then the bitmap, right? So that is what I said actually. And one more thing, I set the picture box size mode to stretch image, and that was quite interesting and awesome feature to add to this project. So let's see something. I added a private sub load camera here, right? So let's copy this load camera, and then let's explain for us to get a better understanding. Okay, so with this load camera, this is what I said. Let me quickly explain for you to understand. So I declared load camera as a private sub, right? And then I declared cameras as a video capture device from. So that is what is going to load up the camera, right? That is what is going to pop up the camera dialog, and it is going to be a new video capture device form. So I said if cameras dot show dialog equals to dialog results dot okay, then the camera is equal to cameras dot video device, which will be the camera I selected from the popped up dialog. So I added a handler, which is the camera new frame, and I added a new frame argument handler, and I address it of the capture, right? I addressed it of the capture, and then I started the camera. So that is what I added for this load camera, and this is what I said. With the form load event, that is the camera load event. With the load event, this is what I said. I just called this camera so that whenever this camera loads, it's just gonna load up the camera for me, right, guys? So let's see what I did right here. Okay, so this was a current position I was placing at the lower bottom corner, but I just get rid of that, right? So yeah, that is it. So after this, we just have to go to our form 1, and we're just gonna add these two guys, right? So within these two guys, this is what we're just gonna say. Okay, so let's come back to our main form, and I'll just right click and copy these two, and I'll just paste it one more time, then I bring it up here, right? And this, instead of separate the sound, I'll just say let's say what was the I think let's use show camera, right? Okay, so let's say show camera. So let's say show or hide camera. So this is quite interesting. So on this checkbox, by default that is going to be false, right? So that is interesting. So already it is false. So when you start a system, probably it's not going to work. It's not gonna do anything. You have it already and it's not gonna do anything. When you check this, it's not gonna do anything. So let's give out the code to that. So this is what I said. I used if statement to work along with this checkbox, right? So let's see from the codes I added so far. So this is what I said. Okay, so first of all, I declared some private subs here, which is add camera and then remove camera. So it's just some basic coding. It's just some basic codes, nothing serious, right? So I'll just come to the real project we are working on, and on top of this I'll just declare this. So I just said that, okay, private sub add camera, and then the camera, which is the form, which is this camera form, right? The camera, which is this camera form, this is what I said. Okay, so that camera dot topmost equals to true, and then the camera should show. And I created a private sub which is a remove camera, and this remove camera is going to be camera dot hide, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I used if statement to get this project done, so I'm just gonna copy that. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy that, and I will just come to this guy and then I'll paste it in within here. So if guys, a minute. Okay, sorry guys, I had a call and I have to respond. So I said if the gonna checkbox 2.check equals to true, then it should add a camera, else it should remove the camera from the whole scene. So let's test this out and let's see how it responds to our project. So there you go, we have our nice software, and when we click on this, it's gonna pop up this guy for us, as I said earlier on. So I'm just gonna add a camera, and this is it. Okay, so the camera is working perfectly fine, and I believe that is quite interesting. So let's see for the dragging and dropping. So this is what I said. Comparing to the project I did so far, this is what I said. when you go to my main camera, you could see that I have some Guna drag controls right here, right? And those are 4 drag controls. I believe you can see that. Okay, so based on this, I just want to copy the whole thing. So I just want to right click and then copy, and I come to my main project, which is for my camera. You see that there is nothing here, so I'm just gonna paste it right here, and I have that Guna guy right here. Okay, so I'm just going to close this and open it again to see those guys. Good. So there you go. So I have these guys right here. Okay, and that is quite much more interesting. Okay, so this is what I said. I assigned this Guna control 3 to the panel 1, and this to the picture box 1, and this to the camera 1, and this to the Guna panel, gradient panel. So now when I start a project and I start to show up camera, and the camera pops up, I can now drag and drop it anywhere I want to drag and drop it. Okay, so let's test it out and see. I would like to record the whole thing again, and let's see what do we have here. I can drag it along, and it's quite interesting, and I really love this. You can indeed in fact work within anyhow you want to go about, and that is another mind-blowing thing. I can decide to hide this, and I will just stop this. Okay, so that is kind of cool. So just gonna stop this. That's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna play this along, and you see it's playing, and that was quite interesting, and I believe you've gotten the basic understanding for this. Alright, so with no further ado, if you have yet not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe. And this is Ikesoft Originals official YouTube channel. Okay, so I believe we've gotten the basic understanding, the basic concepts and all that. I will be willing to add a lot to this project, but guys, we have to move on to another section, and you can see that we have the customized screen or the custom screen, and then we have the settings section, and then we have the video name section. I don't want to add this to the project. Okay, so if you want to buy me a coffee, you can just donate to support the channel, which the donation link will be in the link in the description. And what I normally do is, if you become a supporter of this channel by donating any amount, $1, $2, $3, $5 to support the channel, I always gives out the source codes to you anytime. Yes, so we will end the whole series here, and I believe you've gotten the whole knowledge of this. If you think you have something in mind which you want us to add to this system, someone was talking about watermarks and all that. Okay, so we won't be ending up here, but we will be adding the watermark to the system before we end for this particular lesson. Until we meet again, have a nice day, and Ikesoft Original is out.